Cool. Look at that light up. Today I'm doing another Snapmaker 2 installment. Today it's about laser engraving.
I do have a new toy. You are looking at an industrial laser.
I did some laser engraving of some gifts for Christmas, and they turned out awesome. This is my very first attempt. Never done anything before, and I fidgeted around with it, and I figured out how to make some laser engravings, and I made these as Christmas gifts for my kids. And turned out really well. I'm very pleased with the end result. But I will say, it stunk.
Life stinks. Life stinks.
Hey, take just a minute to do all of this. I manufactured some ways to reduce the smoke and the smell. Number one, I opened windows in the room right behind you. I geared the vent that direction, and I even hooked up a vacuum into the hose and had the vacuum going the whole time, a shop vac, to filter off some of the smell. It didn't work very well. It wasn't pluming out smoke like crazy, but there was that fume, that smell of burning. So knowing I wanted to do a lot more laser engraving, I ordered the Snapmaker filtration system. Now, I'll be the first to say, there are lots of people that are going to say on here, but there's cheaper ways to do it. You should have done it this way, and you can do it this way for a lot less, and so forth. I understand all that, but I'm demoing the Snapmaker products, and so I want to show you the Snapmaker filtration system in case that's what you want to purchase. You may choose to do it a different way, that's fine. This thing came to me in under 7 days. Total days, not business days, which I thought was super cool. So if this is an item you're thinking about getting, know that it's not having to come all the way from China and you have to wait for 6 months or, or a month or whatever the case may be. This came really fast. Huh. True to Snapmaker form, look at that. They made it simple to remove this from the box. That's cool. They've always done this really well. Their packaging is creative and functional, and they think through things. I like that about them. So let's open this up. Let's go this direction so you can see what's going on. So here's the accessories package with all of that stuff in it. We'll open that up in a minute. Creative. Again, here we go. Pull that out of the box. And they put these handles right on there so you can just grab it and pull it out. I ripped that as we pull it out. But they can pull that just all the way off. That sits very nicely. And again, it's got this foam packaging material to keep it from getting banged around and ruined. Okay. All right, it would make sense to me. This is packed in an airtight bag with a desiccant because we're talking a filtration system. So they want to make sure they extend the life of this filtration system. This is cool. Just to automatically, I feel, this is sturdy. Listen to this. It's more anodized aluminum like the case was. I feel like it's really well built. It's very sturdy. I'm guessing this is in and this is out. So look at this, it's got this big thing. I like that because I'm guessing when I do some CNC milling, this will keep large chunks from getting in there. Just put on my eyeballs. Let's take a look and see what we got in here and what comes next. Okay, so here's the starter pack, venting system that's gonna match the venting system that came with the Snapmaker 2. That's the power supply, these two, and then there's the connection cord to go to the computer of the Snapmaker machine. I really like that they give us these connecting rings, which have the great wind-up mechanism on here so that I can just tighten that by hand. It's all in here compressed. So we're gonna put this on the hose coming out of the Snapmaker 2. Put that on the inlet of the filtration system. We're gonna go ahead and tighten that up. That's what happens when you get a little hole poke from that. So let's get that inside. Let me get a Band-Aid on, I'll come back and do the bottom part. This is not a product placement, by the way, but my daughter gave me these Welly Standard Bravery Badge refill Band-Aids for Christmas in my stocking. All right, this has turned into a product placement, hasn't it? So Welly, if you're watching this, go ahead and like this video. All right, I'm gonna pull it through this grommet now. Now here's the tricky part. There are add-on spaces here that you can plug additional things into your Snapmaker. That's why it's a snap, because it's a snap to add things on. The filtration system does not connect here at all. It connects right up here. This right up here is our enclosure system. It controls everything in the enclosure. The fan comes up to this. This connects to the enclosure so that we can control it. So we're gonna bring this guy up to the enclosure. I've got this hooked up per the instructions. I'm not running any laser engraving through this yet, but I do wanna see how the system fires up. So I'm gonna power it on, and we're gonna turn on our Snapmaker system. It's gonna fire up loudly, by the way. I'm gonna show you how to make that quieter. This is way too loud naturally. That's just the fan. So watch this other video that's gonna teach you how to exchange the fan in here for something much quieter. Cool, I like the light up system on the bottom. Look at that light up, very Knight Rider-esque. Let's go over to the controls and see if we can see anything about this. All right, so now, hey, look at that. The Air Purifier is added to the system. That was never here before. So that's a whole new addition. So I can go like this and I can click on it and I can turn it on. And I can see in the back, the exhaust fan fires up and the filter fires up. By the way, you can see that's on high, that's on low, that's on medium. So that's great to know. I can adjust it if there's too many particulates. And then I noticed down here too, it's got me a filter life. So I can see how well that thing's going after running it for a while, so I can monitor it here. That's cool. All right, now I guess just a matter of testing how it does once we start the laser firing up. Now using Snapmaker Luban, let's go into the laser project. There we go. You might want to take a look at this other video where I'm going to show you how to easily get in and start laser printing on your Snapmaker 2. It's really a snap. Now I'm going to send this job from my workspace to my Snapmaker 2. Here we go. So now let's go over to the touch screen and see what we got to do over there to fire this thing up. We're going to make sure the door is shut and this door is shut. That way the fan will really work in making sure that it's filtering and things are not escaping. Here we go, we're gonna choose this file and we're gonna choose the one I just sent through. We're ready. These are the super cool green safety goggles that came with your Snapmaker that protect your eyeballs from melting out of your brain. So wear them. Here goes. I can see that it's laser engraving the file that I just sent through. And I can hear the filter going and doing its job. It's on high right now. I want to show you what we got here. So I can come back here and I can go to the air filter and I can look at the settings. Right now it's on medium, listen. Or right now it's on high, listen. Knock it down to medium, knock it down to low, bring it up to high again. I'm gonna take it to medium. Let it do its thing. I told you for this test I wasn't gonna run it outside yet. I'll do that later. But I wanted an evaluation because before I did it, I could tell, I could smell this just burning, burning, burning. It was gross. You stink. Dude, I can barely smell any of the yucky air like I smelled before. This thing's really doing its job. It's doing a great job. You know, it's funny, as I open the enclosure, I can smell it. You know, the residue that's in here, but the air that was pulled out is completely clean. So let's pull this off and there it is. There's the result. Nice looking dude. Now let's open this up and see what we got inside. So this is magnetic. That sticks really well. It's a good magnetic connector. And then we've got this thing that is your cover. And then it looks like we've got this filter, totally encased filter that tells me how to put it in right here. So we put it in, fold those down, close that up. So that's easy removal and replacement of the filtration system. That's cool. And then of course, in perfect Snapmaker fashion, this thing is sleek. It matches the design of everything else, kind of like Apple does, you know, just making everything work well. Thanks again for watching. I'm Jared from DIY with Confidence, and we'll see you next time.